For nearly 30 years, the Finders was off the radar. Then, in 2019, the FBI released previously confidential files that opened up a flurry of questions. Today, we look at a 1987 incident in Florida where two strange men were found with multiple, malnourished, seemingly abused children. Police were hot on the investigation until the CIA got involved. I'm Mike.
I'm Ian.
And I'm Dave. If you thought the Finders was the new research group that Mike created in order to locate the elusive clitoris, stick around. It's not. However, that group is called the Gilligans, obviously named after another fictional man in a boat. This is Necronomipod. So guys, Memorial Day weekend, I was down in Kentucky. I did a little hiking this past weekend.
Oh, man.
Just want to congratulate myself for being alive. Survived. Yeah, how about that, huh?
Man, God is great.
He
God
certainly
is great.
is.
So was it like mountain hiking kind of stuff?
Yeah, more like foothills, but a
Still,
little bit of elevation.
could have twisted an ankle stepping on a root.
That's more what I meant, like elevation.
Yeah, a little bit. Not too much. Nothing crazy. It was fun.
I'm glad you made it. I'm glad you survived.
Appreciate that.
No rattlesnake bites or anything.
No,
You didn't have to
no
poop
bear
up-
attacks.
Poop
no.
behind a bush or anything.
No, nothing like that. No, no.
All right.
I also stopped at a place that claimed to have the best hot dogs in the world in Burnside, Kentucky. I'm here to tell you that is a lie. These were not the best hot dogs in the world. They were like someone warmed them a little bit in lukewarm water and put some runny chili on it. And no.
Is it
not good.
right off the highway?
It is on the main drag in Burnside, Kentucky.
Oh, okay. It's not the place I've been to then.
Don't recommend it.
Okay.
Very nice people. I was very much looking forward to it. And I was excited, but
I'd be very intrigued if a small little place in Kentucky had the best hot dogs in the world.
I was skeptical.
Yeah.
But I was hungry.
Well, there's New York, there's Chicago, there's Costco. Come on.
Yeah, you definitely have to at least try that, right?
Yeah, I had to.
Like, do
It's
you
good
really have
marketing.
the best?
Yeah. They
It's
made a
good
claim.
marketing. They're like, look, we know we don't, but look at our sign. You got to come try it.
I had to put them to the test.
Good for them. Hopefully they weren't too expensive.
No, very,
Well, that's good.
very cheap.
Look, I'll eat any hot dog if it's like $2 or less. I'll try it.
It was in the $2 range.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't.
And that was
complain
with
about
chili.
That was with chili.
That was with the
so,
upcharge.
Yeah. Foot long was like $4. So yeah,
Would you chili mustard onions?
yeah, that's how it came.
That's a perfect hot dog.
If you tell me that's how you serve it, that's how I want it. I don't
Yeah,
make
I agree.
alterations.
If that's your dog,
That's it.
you got to get it the way they make it.
Right.
Especially if they're saying it's the world's best. Now, I might also get a different kind as well, like a special custom made to order one.
Sure.
But I'm going to try your specialty. But in my opinion, if I'm building my own, chili mustard onion is my go-to.
I was sad.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. You're out about $4.50. Yeah. Sorry, pal.
It's like 4 Costco hot dogs.
Well, I'm glad you made it back safe.
Appreciate that. Yeah,
You did it outdoors. You've earned a Carhartt if you ever want to buy one.
Appreciate.
They won't send them to us because they refuse to sponsor us for whatever reason.
I don't know.
I
It's
don't
weird.
understand. Like the three manliest men here, we can fix anything from crankshafts to rotator cuffs, and they won't fucking send us a Carhartt.
I put a ceiling fan in the other day. How about
You
that?
did put a ceiling fan in.
Nice.
Did not need my Carhartt.
He just glued a oscillating fan to the ceiling. Still counts. It's a fan on
Hey, don't turn that
What else is going on? Anything else? Anything new or exciting in your lives?
No. You got a big hockey game tonight?
Another big game tonight. I feel like by the time people hear this, it's already well past. But I think last week we spoke about the Oilers in the Western Conference Finals. Tonight is game 4. They are looking to go up 3-1.
Wow.
My palms are as shriveled as can be from just sweat.
But are they hairy from your activities all week?
Yeah, no. They're not. No, Dave, it's the playoffs. There's no time for masturbation. Come on, pal. You got to keep your head straight. So we'll see. We'll see what. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I would say someone pointed out to me this week that Harry Palms is in Eminem's "My Name Is" lyrics. Oh. Maybe you would have been familiar with that.
I'm familiar with the song. I don't think I knew the all the words. Maybe what was that? Like 98, 99? 12-year-old Mike might have been able to rap all of those lyrics.
Yeah.
And
you didn't know what you were rapping.
Maybe I was saying Harry Palms and not knowing. I don't know. But I've also listened to ICP. I was probably saying a lot of things I didn't know what they meant. And probably should have had the shit kicked out of me for saying back then. But, all right. Well, we'll see what happens. Should the Oilers continue to be successful, might do a whole bonus show of me just getting drunk and celebrating.
Okay.
That'll be fun.
But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We'll see what happens.
Jinx.
We'll see what happens. That could just be a whole free bonus show.
Let's get like wine drunk or something.
All of the drunks. I'll have champagne, wine. We'll get maybe a 40 of something, or there's no 40s really anymore, as we talked about on the bonus show. And you guys can just do whatever you want, and I'll just sit here and get sloppy and happy. I'll have Harry Palms by the end of that night.
Yeah. Let's go.
But alas, it's a long way to go. I believe
Sweet baby Jesus, please let the Oilers win then.
I knew I'd get you on board
See?
somehow. As Bon Scott once said, it's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll.
That's exactly right. And then he finished that up by saying,
Hey, too soon, man. It's too soon. He died throwing up in his sleep. He died in his sleep throwing up on his vomit.
All right. Like, I don't get the reference.
Ian's probably thinking he's like sucking a dick or something. And
That's kind of what I was thinking. So that's the same Nancy Reagan voice or sound effect.
best blowjob in Hollywood, baby.
Similar.
speaking of the Reagan years, the story
yeah.
ties right in.
I've never heard of this. This is fucking crazy.
It's a weird one.
Never heard anything about this.
Is this when Bush Sr. was head of the CIA?
No, he would have been back in the 70s under like the
70s?
Gerald Ford administration. Bush Sr. was vice president.
Okay.
Head of the CIA in 1987. If only there was a device capable of bestowing this knowledge on us.
Good point.
If only I was.
Oh my God, Dave, it's so cute.
If only I was quicker with
Awesome how
what
you
I'm
knew
doing.
that.
William Webster.
William Webster. Bill Webster.
Bill Webster.
That's an okay CIA director.
Billy
name.
Webster.
Bill Webster. William Webster.
William's more by the book guy. Billy Webster probably is black bag, off the books kind of operational type guy, right? Billy
And
Webster.
Bill Webster who has like the lunch meetings.
Yeah.
You go to lunch with Bill Webster. Yeah.
If it's William Webster, you know you fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you get called into his office.
Exactly
Yeah.
right.
You don't fuck around with alliteration.
So for a long time, the story of the Finders lived mostly online. Showed up in some news articles and stuff in the 80s. And we'll talk about, like, for a minute, it was really in newspapers. But then, it would pop up occasionally here and there. And eventually it found a home on forums like 4chan's Paranormal Board and Reddit. You get these threads that are obviously LARPs where someone would drop coordinates to a shady house and claim it was tied to the Finders. The whole thing had become internet folklore, like something that's treated like a leftover from the Satanic Panic era.
I have two questions.
Mm-hmm.
One, how many of these houses were in Gould? Two, how many of those houses did you go to?
I went to none of these houses.
None. I went to none of those houses.
Some of them did look like houses that could be in there. I remember these started popping up back in the day, and I'm like, it would be cool to go through them and and look at coordinates and stuff, but you're like, this person's obviously just fucking around.
Yeah. And you're like, hey, there's a Finders here? What the fuck's going on? Hey, you a Finder? Trying to find some pussy.
So it's like clearly, or at least it seemed not real back in the day. But then in 2019, the FBI released over 600 files on the finders, and it's kind of like, oh shit, there's some reality to this. So just keep in mind that not everything follows chronological order like a perfect one in this, because all this stuff, a lot of it comes out well after the fact. But
Uh-oh. A lot of people like a linear story, so hang in there.
hopefully I
Gotta
did it.
follow along.
Bear with us, people.
This is the best linear way I could tell it, at least in my mind.
Yep.
At around 4:50 p.m. on Wednesday, February 4th, 1987, a woman walking through Myers Park in Tallahassee, Florida, saw something that didn't sit right. Two white men in suits, clean, professional looking, were standing near a blue 1979 Dodge van with Virginia plates. I don't know if I say it later or not, but this van was like all super busted looking. It was all rusty and shit. And they were watching 6 young kids, barefoot, visibly dirty, and clearly exhausted. The youngest looked about 2, the oldest maybe 7.
You know what else didn't sit right?
What's that?
Mike, after he got pegged at the ICP show last week.
I want to be clear on the record. I did not go to the Insane Clown Posse show.
Oh, sorry.
I have never been to an Insane Clown Posse show.
Someone else.
I've merely owned their albums as a 12-year-old boy and showed up to a Halloween dance in clown makeup. Was that a bonus show or was that a Sunday show? We talked about that.
I don't remember.
I don't know, but it was super funny.
It's all blurred lines.
Well, if you don't get those references, patreon.com/Necronomicon.
So we're talking Buffalo Bill style vehicle at play here.
Mm-hmm. Very suspicious.
Yeah, to say the least. Hey, mister, can I help you with that?
The kids were underdressed for the weather, climbing aimlessly on playground equipment, mumbling to each other, pulling at their clothes. One report would later describe them as feral. We'll find out later most weren't wearing underwear. No adult interaction. Just 2 men watching silently with their hands in their pockets. Something wrong here. So, that's what this woman said, and she called the Tallahassee Police Department. Officers arrived and separated the guys from the kids. When asked for ID, the men didn't hand over licenses. Instead, they produced a plain white business card. One side read, quote, "We are the Finders, a most interesting group of people." And the other side had a vague constitutional disclaimer about free travel and not being required to show an ID, like that classic sovereign citizen nonsense.
Okay, fucking nerds.
And then a phone number was on there, but it went to a phone number out of Washington, D.C. that was disconnected.
So we get business cards like that? We are Cool Down Media, and we are spectacular.
And then we don't have to abide by laws on the back of it.
Sure.
I will not wear your fascist seatbelt, officer. Your laws don't apply to me.
Didn't we have, did someone send us was it Cucks Across America cards?
They did?
Yeah.
That's right. We put those out all over the place.
I thought we had some left. I don't know where they went, though.
Nobody's called, interestingly enough.
It's weird.
Nobody's called.
It had a stick figure, like 2 stick figures banging on it, right?
In all fairness, it went to Declan's cell phone, and I haven't charged that thing in 4 years.
That might be it.
That might be the issue. He thinks. Yeah.
They were really funny. So whoever sent those, that was great.
I keep in your basement, Dave. I hide an Aztec death whistle, and I had initially told Declan when he heard that noise, it's his phone alarm, like his ringtone.
Yeah.
So every now and then I'll sneak down here and I'll just blow it, and he'll think his phone is ringing. The phone's been dead for 4 years.
Hello.
Yeah. He doesn't know.
You calling to get cucked?
Yeah.
Don't hang up. Mike's going to hurt me.
His social skills, his interpersonal skills are not great. Yeah. He's got to work on all that. That's why we don't let him out in public. Speaking of feral kids, it's Declan.
So eventually, after this sovereign citizen debate, the men identified themselves as 28-year-old Michael Houlihan and 27-year-old Douglas Ammerman. They said that they were the children's teachers and they were headed to Mexico to enroll them in a school for gifted children. They had no documents, no birth certificates or anything like that. And when asked where the kids' mothers were, they said that the children were, quote, being weaned from their mothers.
Michael Houlihan. More like Michael Hooligan, am I right? What a rascal with these no underpants kids.
What a weird thing to say. Weaned from their mothers.
Yeah. Weaned.
Sounds like something you would say to Chris Hansen.
And this is all just like a normal Tallahassee police department dealing with these guys right now. So they're probably like just red flags going off everywhere. Like, what do you mean they're being weaned?
What's happening right now?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say it's just a normal day in Tallahassee, Florida. I'm like, well, that could be true as well.
I have a lot of Florida hate on this one, but we'll get there. We'll get there.
Police searched the van. Inside, they found a compass, a road atlas with a route traced from D.C. to Mexico, a mattress, boxes of raw fruits and vegetables, a Chinese to English dictionary, a pack of Trojan condoms, a computer and 20 floppy disks, a canvas bag with pictures of children, including some nude, a document titled The Ballad of Ballads, referencing cities like Miami, places in Hawaii, San Diego, and places in China. It also smelled really bad. Like there was clear evidence that the group had been living out of the van for days, maybe longer. Something wrong here.
Tell them, Goofy. Something really wrong here.
Physically, these kids were in bad shape. They were malnourished, covered in bug bites, and visibly underweight. The bug bites specifically in the documents, like it sounds like they're like just flea bites or something all over.
Or bed bugs from the mattress, kind of gross.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. Yeah.
Probably bought a mattress from a roadside or pulled it out of the garbage or something. Yuck.
That's how I took it, just bed bites.
Ugh. Awful.
5 of the 6 were said to be nearly unresponsive. They were described as emotionally distant, disoriented, and couldn't answer basic questions. In the reports, one didn't know how to turn on a faucet. Another was noted to have stared at a telephone, unsure of what it was. Several didn't seem to understand the idea of a home, school, or family. They didn't use words like mom or dad. The adults were the men or the players.
You sure they just weren't kids from West Virginia?
Well,
I kid. I love West Virginia.
one of the kids, Mary, was able to clearly speak. When asked her name, she paused and asked which one. And that set the tone for the rest of her interview. Like, why does this little girl think she has 2 different names?
Good point. Why indeed?
She said that Houlihan and Ammerman were her teachers. They lived in a house in Washington with other kids and adults. They mostly ate raw fruits and vegetables, but only as a reward for good behavior.
Any idea what their vaccination status was?
None.
Definitely none. They used
Same as
essential
everyone
oils
else.
instead.
Same as everyone else in about 3 years.
When investigators asked the other kids for their names, they gave aliases. Max Livingston, Benjamin Franklin, Honeybee Evans, BB, and John Paul Houlihan. Mary referred to these as game names.
Honeybee Evans, that's not bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's all right. It's clearly
He's
an
like, yeah, I
alien.
guess, asshole. What are you trying to say?
Honeybee Evans is a 1950s blues guitarist.
That's
name,
what I'm
right?
talking about.
That's-
Absolutely.
That's a fucking awesome name in that
awesome.
sense. In this sense, not so much.
Again, I just pictured just everyday police officers listening to this. Like, what the fuck is happening
what
right
do we
now?
stumble into here? I want a game name.
All right, we'll come up with one for you.
Okay, thanks.
Think of one. No, we'll think of one.
She also described the games they played, organized by someone that she called the game caller, or sometimes she called him the game leader. One involved putting on men's jackets and digging through the pockets. Another involved tearing up a shirt and running away with it. Really,
That sounds really fun. Do you have the rules for those games so we can play at home one night?
This part, like in the research, when you're reading through these documents, you start out, you're like, all right, is this like a just child sexual exploitation thing? Is that all this is? And then you get to this thing about like digging in men's pockets. It's like, oh, are these kids being trained to do something? Like, this is really fucking weird.
What was the weird kid game that somebody played?
Buck, hands up.
That's it. Buck, hands up.
Yeah, that's a great game.
This is the same vibes as Buck, hands up.
Yeah. Maybe
Is
they were
it
just
Buck, hands up, or is it something?
Buck, how many hands up?
But it's Buck.
Buck.
Okay.
Buck.
Okay. What was that from?
Albert Fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd like to play that with kids.
Yeah. And
Don't play
eat
that
them
with
too.
kids. If you're listening out there, don't play Buck, hands up with kids.
It could be just pickpocket training too, though, right?
That's why I
yeah,
take
you
it
don't know.
as jumping ahead a bit. I do think there's a little bit of both, but yeah, it's none of these 6 kids were enrolled in school or had medical records. They were said to be really nervous around law enforcement, but they were calm and obedient with Houlihan and Ammerman. But it's a weird calm and obedient with these guys, like keeping their heads down kind of shit. It's not like listening to a parent. It was enough for law enforcement to notice it and write it down in the report. Medical exams conducted by the Florida Department of Health and Rehabilitative Services found signs of sexual abuse in at least 2 children. Mary showed signs of vaginal penetration, and Max was said to have no sphincter control, which is consistent with prolonged trauma. John Paul had bite marks on his arm, estimated to be between 5 and 2 weeks old, and couldn't be determined whether or not they came from a child or an adult because they were like too far along in the healing process or whatever.
That is a laundry list of horrible things.
And just looking at what we've talked about so far, it's just so fucking weird, like the Chinese to English dictionary kind of thing.
Were any of these people Chinese?
No.
Okay.
No.
No sphincter control. That's pretty vile, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Sounds
not good.
awful.
That same night, the state opened a formal investigation into child abuse and neglect. The children were taken into protective custody. Houlihan and Ammerman were booked into the Leon County Jail on 6 counts each of felony child abuse, and the bail was set at $100,000 each. Then the van registration came back. It led to a warehouse in Washington, D.C. Tallahassee police passed that information to the Metropolitan Police Department. Like, hey, we've got these guys that are saying they're with a group called the Finders, and they have these abused kids with them. Can you check out this address? Maybe do like a, I don't know, like a welfare check or something.
As soon as possible.
Yeah. By the next morning, February 5th, 1987, D.C. police and U.S. Customs executed coordinated raids on 2 properties, the warehouse, which was at 1307 4th Street, and a duplex at 3920 West Street in Glover Park. So get into what they found at these raids. The warehouse, the one on 4th Street. From the outside, the warehouse looked abandoned, nondescript, 2-story brick building in a quiet part of Northeast D.C. But inside, it was a very different story. According to a detailed memo later filed by U.S. Customs agent Ramon Martinez, the warehouse contained a fully operational computer center that he described as, quote, an elaborate intelligence gathering network. There were multiple early generation PCs, teletext machines, typewriters, fax machines, and shelves lined with files and binders. Some were labeled by geographic region, others by topic. There were ones for CIA fronts, embassies, banking systems, and child custody operations. Some of the documents were instructional. One guide described how to get legal custody of kids by exploiting loopholes in guardianship laws. Another outlined how to hide a child's identity using name changes and falsified documents, sometimes with assistance from national embassies. There were also internal travel protocols for moving minors internationally.
It's like a trafficking organization and all the tools necessary, right? This is what, at first glance, I see.
It appears evidence is pointing that way.
Martinez said the warehouse walls were covered in city infrastructure maps, utility grids, and sewer systems for D.C. and other major cities. He believed they were being used to simulate covert movement through urban spaces. Toward the back of the building was a sealed photography lab, fully equipped with enlargers, film processors, and drying racks. Investigators found several large plastic bags filled with contact sheets, negatives, and color pictures. Among the seized pictures were children naked, bound, or posed in mock ritualistic scenes. A series of pictures showing a goat being held on a rope, then decapitated, followed by one of a child holding up the severed head.
Okay.
A young child in chains posed in what investigators described as a sadomasochistic position. A series of images documenting the killing, skinning, and dismembering of goats, some by the kids themselves.
I do love goats. I'm conflicted, though. They sure are tasty.
Would you decapitate one and take a photo with it?
Probably not.
Okay.
On the other hand, though, this photography lab sounds like someplace you could probably do your BTK photo shoot. You'd have all the tools necessary to
Yeah, maybe.
soup to nuts. Get that picture series out to the world that's demanding it, right?
I don't even know what you're referring to, but sounds like any photo shoot might be good in this facility.
We'll leave it at that, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
They also found journals and daily schedules. These weren't like normal lesson plans. Entries detailed when specific children, referred to as subjects or initiates, were introduced to obedience drills, trust reduction exercises, or stress exposure. One entry noted, quote, "Subject 4 failed isolation test, reverted to infantile posture and soiled herself. Subject 2 shows leadership and understanding of silence rule." So again, you get to like what you said, you're like, this sounds like a child prostitution ring. But then when you read that, you're like, but this sounds like some CIA training.
Yeah, you're absolutely
Shit.
right.
Yeah.
And so then I'm like on a whole different thread of thinking.
Or is this just how you break down kids so they don't complain when they're being molested in traffic?
Yeah. I mean, either way, it's not good, right?
Yeah. There's nothing good about any of this.
At the Glover Park House, that's the second property. It was a 2-unit home in a quiet residential neighborhood. According to neighbors, the house had always felt off. They'd seen kids playing outside, underdressed, and always unsupervised. No one had ever seen them attend school. The adults came and went at strange hours. And one neighbor described it as feeling like a halfway house for, quote, weird professors.
Oh, like adult men coming and going?
Yeah, I don't know what a weird professor details, but yeah.
It's a very unique
Weird professor.
description.
Is it like a hippie type dude or like, I don't know what that.
Yeah.
Like curly afro, like white guy with an afro and glasses, plaid sports coat with the elbow patch.
That's a weird
And a
professor.
big boner. A big boner for
And
kids.
a big boner.
Yeah.
Nerd books under his arms.
They're literally just called nerd books. He's holding them.
What are those books, nerd?
Slap them out of his hand.
Signs of trafficking, though. Strange men coming at all hours.
Yeah. Inside the house, police found multiple computers and printers, boxes of children's clothing, some still wrapped like brand new, other ones were filthy. There's no TV, no toys, and almost no furniture.
How do they watch Sesame Street?
I don't think
Come
anybody's worried about
on.
that. There was a fully stocked kitchen with survivalist literature stacked next to a bunch of cookbooks, a backyard altar made of stones with evidence of burnt animal remains, feathers, bones, and what looked like a ritual circle.
Weird, man. None of this fits. Not as a,
And now
as a
you-
whole, I guess.
Yeah, and like this shit, then it makes you start thinking satanic panic kind of stuff.
Yeah. Maybe that's deflection there. That's what they want you to think.
Maybe. I have a theory, and I really wish I could talk about it now, but I can't talk about it until part 2.
All right.
Until like the end of part 2.
That's a teaser.
That's
Yeah.
a really good teaser.
But like I have a theory on what at least some of this is.
Excellent.
Throughout the house, there were shelves of books on esoteric philosophy, ritual magic, and cult psychology. In one room, investigators found journals and typed manuals on, quote, child education through experiential play. But again, this wasn't like normal child development material or anything. It was a training manual that included drills, like tailing strangers, memorizing license plates, moving without being seen, foraging exercises, and a practice called code silence, where the kids were instructed not to speak for 24 hours while maintaining situational awareness.
Do you know if this code silence documentation is available online somewhere? Say if I wanted someone that lives in my house to practice this 24 hours of silence, like that I could point them to this literature on how this works.
I assumed you would use this when you went to a movie theater.
That's also a good call right there, buddy.
You're like, oh, I'm going to be here for 2 hours, but I need that kid to shut the fuck up for at least 24.
Exactly.
To be safe.
To practice.
Yeah,
And be
I'm
ready.
trying to watch the new Mission Impossible movie.
That's why I haven't been to a movie theater in 10 years.
Well,
That very reason.
we'll do a necro night at the theaters. For
No, we will not.
We gotta find something. I
might kill a kid.
We gotta go like on a Wednesday afternoon to some fucking R-rated movie that you guys really want to see.
That's when you have to buy tickets. It's like those first showings of the day. Then there's usually no one there.
Yeah.
I just read a couple hours ago on the Entitled People subreddit, a guy that went to see Sinners last week, and a lady came with her toddler. And right as the kid talked through the trailers, through everything, as soon as the movie started, put a cell phone with videos on for the kid, like with the volume up next to him.
God
This is why I don't go to movies, because I would have thrown that fucking kid 5 rows across the theater.
That's crazy.
Along with this
that
stupid
people-
goddamn phone.
I don't go to movies very often, but I have never had a bad experience like that.
I always do, every time.
I can't think of a
Can't
bad
do it.
experience like that.
I will not subject myself.
There was
No, you shouldn't have to though. Like the theater should be enforcing that as well.
yeah.
Where are those fucking nerds with the little flashlights shining it on the kid, being like, "Hey, this is a fucking adult film. Get the hell out of here."
People don't know how to conduct themselves in civilized and polite society any longer. Last play I went to a couple ago, I had to tell an adult woman in front of me to shut her fucking phone off. Like, people are just so unaware of their surroundings, or so inconsiderate towards, they think they're the only people in the world.
Well, and especially at a live show, like have some respect for the actors on stage.
I
Put
won't
your
have
fucking
it.
phone away.
Stupid bitch, put your goddamn phone away.
Yeah, I fucking hate her.
Fucking light right in my face. Fuck
Dude,
you.
do you want to go curb stomper? Let's go, dude. Let's fucking go. We'll pull her out of her
fucking
fucking
can't
house
stand
and
people.
curb stomp her ass.
That's why I like to stay home, man.
But before we do, let's curb stomp her phone so she
Into a
sees
million
it
pieces.
shatter,
Exactly.
and then we'll make her fucking bite the curb.
Bite the curb. American History X style.
Goddamn.
Anyway, if you find a link to the Code of Silence game,
I'll let
Shoot
you
it over
know.
here.
Yeah, all right.
Let Dave use it so that he can refrain from violence.
But doesn't that shit give you like the CIA vibes again? Memorize like games for kids to memorize license plates.
Sure.
They also found a handwritten curriculum titled Games of Higher Learning. These games were focused again on obedience, surveillance, isolation, and being adaptable. The record showed scoring systems. One sheet graded kids on, quote, verbal deflection under pressure and, quote, reaction to unannounced sleep interruption.
I graded my kids on their Mario Kart proficiency and their music preferences.
Nice.
Everyone's got their own standards.
That's right. I was a harsh judge, right?
The more investigators found, the stranger this whole thing just continued to get. The documents and files found at this house reference places around the world: Japan, Germany, Hong Kong, Malaysia, London, Costa Rica, and Africa. There was also a file titled Pentagon Break-In alongside one titled Palestine. Computers inside the warehouse included teletext messages from international contacts, one of which talked about the purchase of 2 children in Hong Kong through the United States Chinese Embassy in Beijing. The system also contained a detailed summary of Houlihan and Ammerman's arrest in Tallahassee, even though it had only happened the night before. So that seems like it's like a stream of information.
They're patched in at high levels, especially back then.
Yeah, we're at 87.
Yeah, that's a different world back then.
There were also instructions on the computer outlining how to avoid police capture and how to communicate securely during active investigations. This U.S. Customs agent, Ramon Martinez, and a D.C. detective named Jim Bradley had planned to meet the following day to begin formally sorting and logging all of the evidence. But Bradley never showed. Instead, according to Martinez's memo, later released, he said he was pulled aside by a third party, someone who was speaking off the record, who told him the investigation was no longer under his jurisdiction. It had been reclassified as a CIA internal matter. U.S. Customs was out, so was D.C. Police, and from that point on, no further action would be taken.
Somebody made an important phone call to somebody somewhere.
And like I said before in the beginning of this, like it's not chronological because all of this stuff was thought to have been a myth until 2019 when the FBI just dropped all this shit.
Just a data dump.
Yeah. It was nothing like, oh, here's all the stuff on the finders. It was just, they just threw it out there.
Pretty wild, man.
Meanwhile, for a second, the finders were all over national news. Footage of the kids in Tallahassee aired on major networks. Reports of cult activity, brainwashing, and child trafficking ran in newspapers connected to the finders. But just as quickly as the coverage blew up, the narrative shifted and then stopped. On February 9th, so this is pretty quick. This is within days after the whole incident. A man named Robert Terrell came forward as the group's spokesman. He said the entire investigation was rooted in hysteria and misunderstanding. Houlihan and Ammerman, he said, were members of a communal group that practiced shared parenting and alternative education. According to Terrell, the group had originally planned to travel to Berea, Kentucky to help set up a retirement community. The kids were supposed to be enrolled in school there, but when plans fell through, they decided to head to Florida instead, like a mini vacation. Also, he said the trip had been approved by the kids' moms.
Oh, it's fine then. I drove through Berea, Kentucky yesterday. I saw no mention of the finders.
You should have started knocking on doors and stuff.
Hello. Are you a finder?
In a 2-page memo to authorities and reporters, Terrell framed the group's lifestyle as unconventional but harmless. They lived communally, embraced, quote, experiential learning, and rejected traditional family roles. The kids' condition, he said, wasn't neglect. It was just the result of outdoor living and travel.
Okay, pal.
He also addressed all those pictures, the nude pictures. He said that those were like innocent family pictures. Like if, I don't know, you have a picture of your kid in a bathtub or something.
I don't even recommend doing that these days.
No.
Not a good idea.
No.
Should not do that.
Also, was this proven, or is this what he was saying about the photos?
This is just like what he was saying. But like I said, this goes, like it blows up for a split second and people start digging a little bit and then it just goes away. And this is, like just nobody cares anymore. So this guy puts out this memo and then it's just gone.
Okay. So I'll save further questions from what I have probably for next week, I think then.
Yeah, so the additional question is going to be, does someone way high up start leaning on network news executives and shutting this all down?
There seems to be a lot of important things happening here, and you can't figure out what it is, but something bigger than this cult is going on. And there is a real cult. We'll talk about them.
All right. Can't wait. More nude pictures?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, we're done with the nude pictures.
All right.
Regarding the goat slaughter.
Yeah, more of that. Yeah.
He said that the goats were already dead when they arrived. These goats had been killed for food. They brought them in. The men were wearing white robes to protect their clothes while they were teaching the kids about where food came from. So they're not wearing robes like it's a ritual,
Fine to teach kids where food comes from. I have no problem with that, but I don't think that's what's going on here.
No, it didn't sound like it. The pictures of the kids posed in ritualistic ways. Terrell said that these were part of the games, and that's just misunderstood by outsiders.
It always is.
2 men from Kentucky, Reverend Jim Wurr and Carl Shapley, also came to the group's defense. They told reporters that the finders had contributed time and money to the retirement community project in Berea, so they vouched for them. And they're like, this whole thing is sensationalized. Through the public defense of the finders, we find out that their leader is a man named Marion Petty. Investigators and reporters began digging into his background and found Petty was a retired Air Force Master Sergeant who had started the finders in the late 1960s. His goal was to build what he called a, quote, new generation of kids raised communally and free from traditional institutions. Members gave up their personal possessions, lived in shared homes, and adopted a philosophy that blended mysticism, this alternative education they were all about, and Eastern spirituality.
I've never heard of anything like that before.
There's never been a cult that believes in all that.
Never. No. We're well researched on this. We would know.
They probably drank Pepsi too. It was a choice of a new generation.
The joy of bubbles, joy of fun, joy of Pepsi on your tongue. Wasn't it their old little song?
I don't remember that.
I
That's
think it
good.
was.
Disgusting.
Kissed in a Pepsi. Wasn't one of their Super Bowl ads like a Kiss Pepsi promo?
Boy,
Wasn't
I
that
don't
the
know.
one where Gene's hair caught on fire while they were filming it?
Michael Jackson caught on fire for
Yeah,
a
I was
Pepsi
gonna say.
commercial.
Maybe I'm mixing the two. Gene's hair did catch on fire for something.
My whole scalp burned off, Mike.
Michael Jackson's caught on fire for a
up.
Pepsi commercial.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking
Filming
of.
it.
That's not it. That didn't happen twice. That was
Pepsi's
Michael
cursed.
Jackson. Yeah.
Only happened once.
I'm mixing it up.
funny.
And I'm now
crying.
extremely mad at myself for bringing that fuck back onto the show.
the inside.
All right, Ian, just Ian, just go on with the show.
My whole scalp got burned.
No.
It was not pretty, Mike.
It didn't.
bubbled up and boiled.
I
And I,
don't-
had to wear a wig forever.
Okay, all right. Well, that happened, Michael. I'm sorry.
I was
Of course,
playing-
you had to show up in this episode, Michael. Of course you did.
When I was playing with all those little boys at Neverland, and they would take my wig off and throw it around, they wouldn't get back to me.
Oh, man. That is-
All right, Michael. All right, Michael. Thanks for visiting. We'll see ya.
Then I had to
All right.
get him back. I had to rape him.
All right, Michael. Bye.
I had to go in their booty hole and teach them all a lesson about stealing my
Oh,
wig.
he doesn't leave.
I called them the booty hole.
All right, bye, Michael. We'll see ya.
Booty hole bandits taking my wig off like that. Cover up my Pepsi burn. That's what I called it, a Pepsi burn.
So we'll do a deep dive on Marion Petty in part 2.
I like deep dives.
Oh, he doesn't.
Deep in the booty hole.
This is my fault. I brought up a fucking Gene Simmons story, got it mixed up. Now he just won't fucking leave. All our other guests just leave. Bill
true.
Clinton.
So
I like to hang around, just like gonorrhea.
Larry Flint leaves. John Wayne leaves. This guy doesn't fucking leave.
on February 12th, 1987, 4 women, each a member of the Finders, contacted police in Washington, D.C., claiming to be the biological mothers of 5 of the 6 kids. A 5th woman later reached out to claim the 6th, but she never came for this kid. Within the FBI dump, we'll find that 2 of these kids went to foster care, so I'm assuming that this is one of them. But really, really fucking weird. In the first, I'd say, 72 hours maybe of this all happening, the Tallahassee police started receiving death threats against the kids. Like, people blowing up their phones, threatening to kill the kids, and they had to move the kids to a secure location.
What the fuck is going on here?
And that's for real. Like they're quoted in old newspaper things talking about it, saying like, we have no idea what's going on because there's people calling to kill these kids and shit. Like none of this makes any sense.
It's not like the kid stole someone's wig or anything, right? They don't deserve any death threats.
Well, who would do such a thing? No, come on now.
You'd be surprised what kids would do, Mike.
I like that Michael Jackson calls me Mike. We're on a first name basis.
Mr. Mike, is that better? More formal? We don't know each other on a booty hole basis.
On a booty hole basis. I'm going to start using that in clubs. Hey, girl, I like to know you on a booty hole basis. See how quick I get slapped.
It's not bad.
Booty hole basis.
You'd be surprised how often it works.
New shirt, hashtag booty hole basis.
But these statements from the moms match the account that Robert Terrell had given earlier. The group raised kids communally. Decisions were made collectively. And they all agreed, like, they weren't told about this trip to Florida, but they didn't see it as a bad thing. One of the women, later identified as Isabel Petty, Marion's wife, told investigators, quote, "The children are not ours to control. They belong to the community."
Takes a village, Ian. It takes a village. Just remember that.
On March 31st, 1987, State Attorney Harry Hooper dropped all charges against Michael Houlihan and Douglas Ammerman. In a short statement that barely made the news, he said, quote, "No evidence has been presented to support allegations of child abuse. The children's condition may reflect a lifestyle that is unfamiliar or unorthodox, but that alone is not illegal."
Harry Hooper jumping through some hoops to make that statement, right?
After 53 days in jail, Houlihan and Ammerman were quietly released and the kids were given back. What started out with this really weird situation of 6 neglected kids in a public park spiraled into multi-agency raids, and then out of nowhere, the case just collapsed without reason.
So the kids are just all given back to them.
Mm-hmm.
These two dudes.
I don't know about the two dudes
Maybe to
specifically.
the mothers or the group, the broader group.
They were given back to the cult. Yeah.
Well, you know what I say: finders keepers, losers weepers.
You can't argue that. That's like flying shotgun when you see the car.
Yeah,
you get front seat. Like,
that's law.
That is law. You, speaking of getting curb stomped, you will get curb stomped for breaking finders keepers and shotgun laws.
Oh yeah,
that's the quickest way as a kid to get curb stomped. Also, no tag backs.
No, we can't do that.
No tag backs.
It's not allowed. Only in special circumstances, Mr. Mike. When you're on a booty hole basis.
Mike makes it even creepier.
When you're on a booty hole basis with somebody, you can do tag backs. I swear it's okay.
The group itself, group being the Finders, disappeared just as quietly. There were rumors of satellite groups in Florida, California, and overseas, but there were no follow-up raids or anything like that. As a public entity, the Finders were gone. Marion Petty, the founder, was never brought in for questioning. He was named in reports that have come out since, linked to all of these properties, and identified as the game caller by the kids, but he was still never questioned. Petty died in 2004, and by then the story had faded into the background. Like we said before, just would randomly show up on 4chan. It's like this internet fucking urban legend kind of thing. People would LARP. Sometimes there would be some documents that would make you like kind of sit back because someone would find something and mention Marion Petty or something, and it would be interesting.
Was Petty buried in gold? Private ceremony?
In a word, yes.
The shrine, the yearly annual pilgrimage to Gould.
Like how you're still trying to tie Ian to Gould. This man has no part of it.
Him telling us about Gould is one of the greatest things that's ever happened on the show.
It's like Dave trying to tie me to every bit of country music that's ever existed because I liked it once a long time ago, and now I'm forever a country fan, and you're a citizen of Gould.
Yep.
The name is perfect. The area is perfect. Everything about it is perfect. Gould.
Every bit of it makes me cringe.
It's It's Goulden.
He dies a little inside every time you attribute him to Gould.
I love it.
Then in 2019, the FBI Records Vault Twitter account quietly posted a link to over 600 pages of declassified documents related to the Finders investigation.
Is this a legit FBI account, or is this one of those like rogue accounts,
No, this was their
like an anonymous type thing?
it's their official one. But sometimes, like, if there's something big, like when there was MK Ultra ones, they announce that and like they make a thing of it. This one, they just quietly posted it and
Hope no one saw it that day. Yeah.
They posted and then immediately after posted something else.
Right,
like,
right.
oh,
Try to kill it inside
check out
the
this
feed.
MK Ultra new file.
That's
It's
right.
like a repost of what they posted
That's right.
20 months ago.
They retweet it like 25 times.
Yeah, right after. Bury this.
Even the page looks weird on the in the vault, the .gov, because it's just a blank page. It doesn't really say anything, and it just says files related to Finders, and there's like 4 PDFs. It just feels weird too. So that's where we'll pick back up on part 2. Everybody's like, "Well, there's reality to this."
I'll be honest, we talked about a lot of stuff here tonight, and I really have no idea what any of it means. And I'm not even sure what we said.
It's so
This is
confusing.
Off the rails stuff here.
Yeah, this could go so many different ways.
Yeah. This could be so many different things.
I think in my mind when we started this, and maybe we even discussed it off air, this was almost like a cult episode.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it still is, but we're getting into like some kind of deeper conspiracy.
Part 2 is gonna be a lot of cult stuff.
Yeah.
More cult stuff than this stuff.
Okay.
Really.
Okay. All right.
Like my biggest ask is going to be, have we located one of these kids as an adult now that we can talk to?
No.
Or maybe not even talk to, but find out what became of any of them.
What's the closing of their story?
Yeah.
This story gets called, or this conspiracy story, whatever, gets called the like a ground zero for QAnon stuff. Because like Pizzagate, if you talk about this story, eventually you could get to Pizzagate. You know what I mean?
Well, does that mean in 30 years we get a dump that Pizzagate was real when we poo-pooed it all this time and laughed at people?
Yeah, I mean, who knows? The Franklin cover-up that we talked about, that we said a lot of that was a conspiracy, but there was some reality.
What was that?
With Johnny Gosh and all that.
Oh, yeah, that one.
craziness.
Yeah.
You could get you could go from this and eventually get to Johnny Gosh too, and then Epstein will. You can eventually tie Epstein stuff into this.
Yeah. A lot of sick shit going on out there. That's the
Yeah.
bottom line. Mr. Mike, I wish you'd help clean the world up. A lot of bad people doing bad stuff out there.
Okay, so what would you like me to do?
I don't know. Clean it up. Make
Okay.
it
All
all
right,
stop.
I'm on it. I'll get my sponge. I have a hidden one Ian hasn't eaten yet.
Cleanse the world, Mr. Mike. Cleanse the world. Hee hee hee. Just beat it. Well, all right. That is that's something.
It's a weird one.
Yeah,
For sure.
I'm going to think about this all week. And I'm going to be ready to go next week with my thoughts
Yeah, it's
at the
hard
conclusion.
to really figure out what to make of this one, just off the surface of it.
It's hard to really read about it too, outside of like the actual files and some news articles that are more down the middle, but a lot of it's very biased because people have come into these subjects and politicized them.
Oh, sure.
You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
So it's hard to read about research this online without getting somebody tying this for a political purpose.
Is there any sort of journalist who kept up with this? Like, who's the Scientology guy? Daniel Ortega? Is that his name? Daniel? Tony Ortega.
Yeah, Tony.
That has maybe taken on that role in this investigation. And
I don't think so. Not that I saw.
Nobody out there. Sorry, Tony.
Because it really was just like an internet kind of folklore thing.
Yeah.
It was like this, the Finders, this mysterious group that would be talked about within like the Pizzagate and all that kind of shit.
So there's nothing to keep up with until 2019 when all this dropped because there was nothing there.
Right.
That's wild for sure.
Yeah. So next week we'll dig into the cult aspect of this, Marion Petty, what was going on there, and then we'll get into the CIA putting their foot down on it.
Billy Webster. What say you, sir?
Okay. A lot more questions than there are answers at this point.
I agree.
Before we close out, just want to remind everybody, if you're in the area, if you're a fan of pro wrestling, if you want to come hang out and say hello, Friday, June 13th at the Beachland Ballroom, just outside of downtown Cleveland, Ohio. We have we're sponsoring Old Wrestling for I think the 4th or 5th year.
Yeah, something like that. Always fun.
Always a good time. Tickets available. I think we'll post the link in the description of this show. So go check that out. Even if you don't like wrestling, it's a fun time. Come hang out. Watch, guys in underwear flip each other around a little bit. It's good stuff. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun.
That's it.
Old-timey wrestling.
Huzzah!
At a nice place. Good food. Ian loves the chicken sandwich.
Yep. It's the best one ever.
You'd think they give you a free sandwich every year for as much as you pimp that
I know.
that delicacy out there.
Right.
Yeah, we got to talk to the owners of the Beachland Ballroom. Delicious beer. Full bar. Come on out. June 13th. Old Wrestling. We'll post the link. Buy your tickets. Dave, what do we got on Patreon?
Yes, thank you to new patrons. Elevated Evie, Rune Dude, Jason Opheline, Roshan Benson, Christy McClendon, Chesterfield McMillan and wife.
That's very...
Does the wife not get a name? Just Chesterfield McMillan and wife. Very old-timey there,
19th
right?
century.
Yeah. I like it. Good for you, sir. Jamie Colligan, Kristen Turner, Charlene Ham, Julie Vogt, Red Strike, Cassandra Fury, Michelle Hammond, Pal, Paige Prindle, Double Twinkle My Dinkle, Lawrence Clock, Maggie Tuick, Samantha Mason, Laura Smith, Alyssa Kohler, Michelle A., Viglo, Lauren Brooks, Fuck You Mike, yours truly Declan. Well, I don't think
He didn't write
that's...
that.
Come on now.
He didn't write that. He didn't know how to spell.
Lucas Leatherwood, Noah Allen, Marcella Quintanilla, and Ryan Rice. Thank you, new patrons. A whole world awaits you. A world of wonder and awe.
Ian, what do you got on Patreon? Or for Patreon?
Last week we just did the Dardine murders on Patreon.
Wiped out a whole family. Wasn't very nice.
Someone did.
Somebody's out there doing that kind of stuff.
So
Stop him, Mr. Mike. Prevent crime.
I'll do my best. I'll do my best, Sir Michael.
that was a poll episode too. How we let people vote.
They wanted the family killing.
The
Yes,
Dardine
they
family murder. They got it. We gave it to them.
Dave, anything else on your end?
No, sir. I'm wrapped.
We are on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube at Necronomipod, patreon.com/Necronomipod, amazon.com, search Necronomipod for all of our merch, and necronomipod.com.
You guys ready for a cool down beer?
Cheers.